Hello and welcome. We are here at the Munich Edelmetallmesse in Munich 2019. I'm sitting here with Paul Poli from MATSA Resources. He's executive chairman of MATSA. And my name is Hannes Huster. I'm chief editor of the newsletter, the Gold Report. So Paul, you are here every year with your company, MATSA Resources. So, and recently you shifted from a pure exploration company to a gold producer. So please tell me how you achieved this and how you made it and what are your future plans with that.
Thanks, Hannes, for that. Yes, we've been coming here for about 8 years now. We first came 2011, if I'm not mistaken, and I have come every year except once that I couldn't make. So we've had a strong relationship with German investors. In fact, about 15% of our company is owned through JP Morgan nominees, through German investors, buying on the German boards as well as directly on the ASX. Through that 8 odd years that we've been coming, we have transformed from a nickel exploration company to a gold exploration company to now a gold producer. We thought it was very, very important to be a producer so that we can generate our own income, generate our own profit, and reinvigorate the company through discovery of new gold and grow the company internally. We're very, very proud to say we've only done 2 capital raisings in 7 years. And yet we've got $8 million in the bank as we speak today. We've got ownership of all of our plants and equipment at the mine site, the Red October. So we own everything. We do have a $4 million debt facility, which is a straight loan. It's not convertible to shares or anything like that. So we've been able to achieve the transition from explorer to producer on our own merits, doing things our way. We think it's important to have a sustainable business, to be able to tick the boxes of what is a good investment. And as we've spoken over the years many times, you know, a good investment is what? A good investment is in a company that has got potential to grow. It needs to have strong management. It needs to have and a good balance sheet. And it needs to have excitement. We think we tick those boxes off. We've intentionally steered the company, we've driven the company to be able to comply with those types of investment criteria. So we are well funded. I personally have got a lot of skin in the game. I'm third largest shareholder in the company. Our interests of shareholders and management are aligned because of that ownership. And we're good gold producers. You know, we are running Red October. We're about to open the Fortitude mine. The Fortitude mine potentially will make us $21 million profit, Australian of course, over just under 2 years. Red October, we're currently producing at $877 US an ounce. I think the future's looking good.
Yeah, $877 in the first few months, so that's a quite good number, I think. For me as a newsletter writer, the guys always asking me, oh, yes, it sounds all good, but why is the share price still at 15 cents? Yeah, and that's a question I always get, but you know, is it the audience is missing something here, or do you need more eyeballs on your story, or what do you think will be a catalyst to see that the market sees what you have achieved in the last few years, because it was very substantial, and you were very good in keeping the capital structure tight and so on. So what do you think will be the catalyst maybe in the next, let's say 6 to 12 months?
I think that it's very easy to say things are going to happen. It's a lot more difficult to actually do it. I think that MATSA has suffered with its share price because we do things slowly and systematically, and we do it safely. we are not large risk takers. We do everything calculated. And sometimes that hurts. There is no sizzle when you put the steak in the frying pan, because we are carefully chosen words. But what I would like to remind you is that people that have made investments in MATSA in the last few years, the risk has been quite low. They have not lost 60, 70, 80% of their investment. I think last year we were trading at 16 cents. Year before that, 17 odd cents. Today we're 14.5 cents. We've had spikes. So I think people forget there has been opportunities to get in and to get out. And I had a look at that. And you know, if your newsletter writers actually moved in and out of the stock, they would have recorded 20 to 30% returns on their investment every year for the last few years. But coming back to the question that you asked me, what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what we are planning to do. We plan to deliver results. We plan to be able to grow our mine, produce 20, 30, 40,000 ounces of gold per annum, systematically over the next 18 months, 2 years, grow it, put Fortitude into production, and then I believe that once we can prove that we've got a stable production profile, the share price will go up. I think it's easy to see that a company that's got a production of 50 to 60,000 ounces of gold per annum will have a market cap in excess of $200 million. Now, we at MATSA aim to achieve 50 to 60,000 ounces. So that means we must also then have a valuation of $200 million. Because we've only got 200 million shares out on issue, I'll let you do the mathematics.
I can do it.
But it's a lot higher than 14.5 cents.
It's higher, yeah. No, sounds great, you know, and you just raised some capital, so $6 million you raised,
yes.
So it was very successful, very quick raising. And what was interesting, what you told me, that the investors wanted that you drill with that money. So can you tell us why they want to drill you and where the investors or the funds, the institutions see the potential there?
I think one of the areas where MATSA can be criticised over at Red October is we do not have a long-term ore reserve. We've got 85,000 ounces in resource at 13 grams. What investors want to see is a sure bet. They want to know that we've got a 4-5 year mine life.
Yeah.
Everybody is confident that Red October can deliver 5, 10, even maybe 20 year mine life. And there's only one way to develop that, and that is spend money drilling. So when we went to Sydney to do a roadshow, it was not my intention to do a capital raising. All we wanted to do was get our share price up, talk to brokers, get our name out there. And we had some fairly big funds throw a lot of money at us if we told them and obeyed what they required, which was find some sex appeal, develop some sizzle, do it by drilling. Prove to us that Red October is going to be worth a lot of money one day. So we thought that made a lot of sense. So that's exactly what we've done. We took the money. We were actually offered $12 million, but we only took 6.
Yeah.
So we've developed sophistication in our shareholder list. We've got some really good quality shareholders now, and we've started drilling at Red October. We are very confident we will have some high grades, and I think this will be one of those catalysts that will get our share price up and running. You know, I stress, I want share price to go up too, so I'm doing everything in my power to get it up. I think we will succeed. I just need time.
Yeah, and I mean, drilling an old underground mine is not the worst idea, as we have seen with Northern Star, for example. So they started with an old underground mine. Everybody thought, okay, that's maybe the end of the mine, and they drilled and they found more. And so that's what you think can happen in Red October as well, or?
That's exactly our model. That's why we bought Red October. We had a long discussion with Saracen, who were the previous owners, and they were the sellers. And they told us that they have got faith in the mine, but the mine's too small for them. They're a multi-billion dollar company. 20, 30 or 40,000 ounces per annum is too small. Their operations at Karasu, they're talking 2, 3, 400,000 ounces per annum. So they sold the mine not because it wasn't good, it was too small for them. At MATSA, we're a $30 million market cap company. So if we can have a 40,000 ounce per annum mine, that will give us a substantial increase in share price. That's what we're on about. Getting opportunities, exploiting those opportunities, grow that opportunity, get the reward.
Yeah, and Saracen took shares in your company. They
did.
Still hold it, I assume? Or?
They have not sold one share.
Yeah, so they expect there's something there. Maybe this company can deliver and we make money on our shares, right?
I haven't had the privilege of speaking to the board, but this is what the board told us when we gave them the shares. They said they believe in Red October, they believe in MATSA, and they expect to get a reward out of it.
Sounds good.
It does sound good. I'm excited, I'm confident, I'm very thankful of the shareholders' patience in MATSA. I think we need that little bit more patience, but any increase in production, any exploration success, it will mean an increase in the share price. When that will happen, I don't know. Will it happen tomorrow? Maybe. Will it happen in 12 months? Maybe. But it will happen.
So in it, to close this discussion, so in the next few weeks, so we can await some drill results from your company, or what's the next things you are working on? Absolutely.
We started drilling at Red October underground about 2 weeks ago. We made the announcement to the market. Some people underestimate the time it takes for assay results. With underground drilling, we normally do a 10-day cycle. We then have to orientate the core, we examine the core, we decide what core then gets assayed. So by the time you start drilling, before you get your core to the laboratory, can be 2 to 3 weeks. Laboratories then take 2 to 3 weeks to get assay results, sometimes even more. So it's not unusual for there to be a 6 to 8 week lag before you get results. We're confident we'll have some good results. We will get those results to the market as soon as possible. We don't play games, we don't hold on to results.
Okay, that sounds great. I think, fingers crossed for the next drill program and for your adventure now as a gold producer. And, the first few months have looking good.
Thanks.
You made some money out of it. And, when you now start to stope the area, it's looking very interesting, I would say. So, thank you.
Thanks very much for that, Hannes. We do believe hard work means good luck.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Good on you.